What's going on, guys? Stormer1092 here, and we are bringing you the top 7 most memorable games on PS2, in my opinion. To start off, this is in no particular order. These are just top 7s for me on all PS2 titles. To start off, we have SOCOM Combined Assault. Now, this game right here, this was like the game that I was playing all through, pretty much all the way till the end of high school for me. I was playing this game when everybody else was playing Call of Duty 4 on the Xbox 360 and PS3. I was not lucky enough to have one, so I was playing this game. This game, like, to me, was hands down the best shooter even on the market at the time. Even I honestly, in my opinion, think it's better than the original SOCOM 1 and 2. Number 3 was just, this was pretty much a map pack of number 3. So with that, like I said, best shooter on the market as, you know, at this time. When this game, I'd say probably like 2006, 2007, this game was like the shit. I played this all the way up, and after I got my PS3, I played all the way up till Confrontation came out. That's how much I enjoyed this game. Second in the list, we're going to start off strong again, is SOCOM 2.
Enemy spotted.
This game right here got me into the tactical third-person shooter aspect with stealth. This game added stealth for me. That first mission that you run through and you go through that creek and you gotta sneak around the tower, and that mission, right? Seeding Chaos, I think it's called. I could be wrong. Yep, Seeding Chaos. Man, this game, I could play that first mission over and over and over. And I remember being a very young person, very young boy, sitting in my room, and I was playing on, I'm not even kidding you, I think a 18-inch screen. Like, it was smaller than even my computer monitor that I have now. Not a flat screen, nothing, but it was my PS2 hooked up to that. I remember playing with the lights off, and the sound just cranked as loud as I could get, and my mom coming in yelling at me. That's what this game brought to me. This game I was all about the experience. I wasn't good at it. I probably played that first mission for like 6 hours by the time I beat it, and when I beat it, man, it was the best feeling ever. By the time Combined Assault came out, I was a little better at games. But this game right here was one of the early adoptions for me. I missed the whole PS1 era kind of thing. I never really was into video games until PS2 came out, and I remember this is one of the first big games that I got to play on the PS2. And I remember I just rented it. I never bought it, but I rented it for like 2 months straight because I couldn't afford games at the time. But that brings me into our next game, Conflict Desert Storm. The original Conflict Desert Storm on PS2. It was one of my first shooters on the PS2. Again, early on with SOCOM. I borrowed it from a buddy, and I don't think he ever got it back. I own a copy of it now, and I think I got rid of it at one time. I rebought it. I seen it at the local resale shop, so I had to buy it again. I was like, man, I haven't played that game forever. That game led on to a whole bunch of, I think, 2 or 3 sequels after this. But this one right here, I mean, it was based on Desert Storm. Go figure. It was the first third-person shooter I played ever. This was that game. You can kind of see where my love for SOCOM comes from. It really stems from this game early on. Man, do I love it, though. I'm going to go back and play it one of these days. I just haven't done it yet. Next on the list, though, is San Andreas.
I thought you said you was innocent, Carl. But you don't bang.
This is car 58.
San Andreas now was one of those games where I just fell in love with. I think I beat this game more than any other game out there. The whole Los Santos and CJ and Las Venturas, which is Las Vegas, San Fierro, San Francisco, and then I don't remember the last one, but every city was like by itself. Biggest map ever on any console. The graphics weren't anything. Who cares about that? But man, the gameplay was just that good. I mean, this game speaks for itself. I don't think I have to go really much into detail. Again, one of my all-time favorites on PS2. Really was. Man, this whole list is just shaping up to be great. Let's move on to the next game. Call of Duty 2 Big Red 1. This game right here introduced me to the Call of Duty genre. Never played the original ones on the PC, nothing like that. I didn't even have a PC that was capable of running anything. But this game really did introduce me to the whole Call of Duty concept. But I fell in love with World War II at a younger age. I was very fascinated by it. I always liked the Band of Brothers series. I always liked Saving Private Ryan. Just those movies kind of, I'm like, damn, I'm playing a World War II shooter. And that's kind of what this game did. The early ones, like I said, I never really played it. The second one came out, I was like, man, I got to play this. And I think this came out later on the PS2, and I think Call of Duty 2 was out on the 360. Again, everybody was playing the 360. All my friends played 360. I was playing Combined Assault. I was playing Big Red 1, and still San Andreas. I was still loving those games. I never had to switch over yet. Now, switching genres from shooters and open worlds, we are going to Need for Speed Underground 2. This game right here was probably my favorite, and it still is my favorite racing game ever. Underground 2, hands down. What we did every day, like pretty much my 2 games that I played online, and this is online, was Combined Assault and Need for Speed Underground 2. Those are the games I played online. Never played SOCOM 2 much online. Combined Assault, played the crap out of that. I didn't get my network adapter till after SOCOM 2. I think I got my network adapter in sometime in like 05 or something. I never really played online all that much because I don't think we really had that great of a... I think we had dial-up or something still. I don't remember. Or maybe really slow internet. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. But Need for Speed Underground 2. I want to say we went online. There was 4-person lobbies. 4. That was it. There was no free roam mode, but I think you went onto a map called Valhalla Nights. I might be wrong with that. And you would glitch out of the map where the arrows were going around some of the roads that were blocked off. You could glitch on the other side and boom, you had free roam. So that's what pretty much everybody did on this map. And man, it was fun. We were part of the clan rear wheel drive kings, and I had a 350Z. I modified it and everything, did the rubber band glitch where you can mess with your ECU and eventually the game glitches out, makes your car faster. So that was kind of cool. And pretty much that was it. Like, you just drive around, make your own tracks, do some tandem drifting. We would do 2v2s and like judge each other, but it was never really sanctioned by the game or anything like that. But that's what that game was used for. And I remember when they took that game offline, PS3 was out. I'm pretty sure PS3 was out. Still playing the PS2 games, man. I guess I never really got into heavily playing games until the PS2 was later out. And they took these servers offline way too early. And man, I was missing it. I would have to put it in every so often and just glitch out of an online map and just relive it sometimes because I missed it so much. And I still to this day miss playing this game online. They took it away way too early. There was a lot of people still playing that game. I remember going on forums figuring out how to tune up your car, how to, people would build cars and show them off, and they'd have car shows online and guarantee, yes, only 4 people, but everybody would have their phone numbers so they'd call each other up and everything like that. Next game is ATV Off-Road Fury 2. Now this game right here was probably the best dirt bike 4-wheeler game. They had a lot of those like MX Unleashed, Off-Road Fury series. If you ask me, this is the pinnacle of those types of series. I'm not saying the game was great. I just have a lot of memories over it, and that's really what it is. It's just memories over it. I'm not saying it's a good game at all. Like, I went back and played Off-Road Fury 3, and I'm like, man, I liked these games at one time. I played the living crap out of it. I remember getting the game for free somehow, and I don't remember how. And I was playing it, and I remember just doing stupid things. Like, I found out in this map where you could go across the river and do a wheelie and you wouldn't fall off your dirt or your 4-wheeler. And also, this is like when I really got into 4-wheeling in personal, life, in real life. I started getting into 4-wheeling and stuff like that. I started riding 4-wheelers and stuff like that. And it got really fun. And it's one of those games where just the memory of it's worth more than replaying it. And then I want to finish up the list with Metal Gear Solid 2. This game right here introduced me to the Metal Gear Solid series. I had a buddy that was playing it, and he played it, and this was like his favorite genre, or his favorite game series. And he would play it and play it and play it. I'm like, dude, I gotta get my hands on that. I gotta get my hands on that. I finally bought it, Metal Gear Solid 2, right before 3 came out. Oh man, I fell in love with it. I beat the crap out of the game like 5-6 times. Not as much as San Andreas, but I fell in love with this game. It was more of a mature shooter at the time. But man, Metal Gear Solid 2, that was good. It was really good. But anyways, guys, I want to know what you think of my list. I want you to make a list in the comments below. Top 7 most memorable PS2 games. I mean, I could put SOCOM 3 and SOCOM 1 up there, but I had that. I can't put all the SOCOMs. But thanks for watching it. Seriously, go down in the comments below. Top 7. I want to see them. Thanks for watching.